Hey guys, this is Corey with Custom RV Inc. in Amarillo, Texas. And in today's tips and tricks video, we're going to go over how to get the best deal on your next RV and how the lowest price may not always be the best price. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about that. So for part one of this kind of 3 or 4 part series, however I end up editing this together, we're going to assume that you don't have a trade-in, that you're just buying this or your next RV outright. So whether you're financing it, paying cash, same thing. You know, we're not we're basically talking like there's no trade-in involved. So the first thing that I always like to tell customers is when you're shopping any dealer, whether it's dealer A, dealer B, dealer Y, whatever, if you find a floor plan that you like and you're shopping around and comparing prices, make sure you're actually comparing the same trailer. And what I mean by that is take a picture of the model number and especially the MSRP sheet of the trailer that you're looking at. So today we're sitting in a Coachman Northern Spirit 2252 MD as an example. And you want to take a picture of the MSRP sheet specifically so you know exactly what options and packages are in each trailer that you like. And if, you know, this particular model, again, the 2252 from Northern Spirit is the right one, you want to make sure that it has all of the options from the one that you looked at whatever dealer you started with. And you know that each model that you're looking at has those exact same options, especially if you want us or any other dealer to price match, because you know there can be thousands upon $1,000s in options on these things. You know, if one has 2 air conditioners and one has, and another one you're looking at that's substantially less only has one, you know, an air conditioner's $1,800 extra. So that's one thing that I always recommend is, you know, take a picture of the MSRP sheet. Make sure you're comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges. The second thing when you're buying any camper, and this applies to boats, cars, whatever, is you want to see the out-the-door price, including taxes. And that sounds pretty self-explanatory. But in most of the RV industry, there's a lot of times, and there are exceptions to the rule, the way it's supposed to work is from in these manufacturer agreements is you're supposed to get, you know, the power cords included. You know, we're supposed to prep the trailer, make sure everything works. That's in our manufacturer agreement that we as a dealer agree to. And there's some dealers that are charging these ridiculously priced hidden fees that they don't tell you about. Like, for example, I saw one the other day that was $1,500 to do a PDI, you know, to put propane in it, put a battery on it, check out all the systems. And that's, you know, that's part of the purchase price, or at least it's supposed to, when we sign up with a new brand. So you want to make sure that, you know, you want to see everything out the door. What is this going to cost me? What am I going to have to write the check for? Essentially. Even if you're not writing a check for the thing. You know, what am I going to finance? Minus down payment, all that good stuff. What am I financing? What's the bottom line? And I would not recommend paying any hidden dealer fees. And that's a whole other subject that I could get into. And I'll touch on it just a little bit. But if there's any hidden fees that there are not disclosed to you, I would recommend walking away. Then there's 3 different ways to kind of do this. The way that the dealer I work for and that, you know, I manage the sales department, what we have chosen to do, and the owner has been doing this for 45 years now, is the price you see and whatever price we agree to is the price that you pay. That includes the trailer is ready to go. We show you how everything works. Battery, propane, even what's called a starter kit. You know, it has all the connections and hoses and everything to work the camper. That's one school of thought. Another school is advertise a lower price and then add that stuff on. And that's why I always say the lowest price may not be the best price. You know, if we'll take this one. We've got it at, we'll say 36,000, just round numbers. There's going to be somebody that will always sell it at $1 less. But let's take that 36,000 for a second, that we have ours priced at. Let's take dealer B, and let's say they have theirs at 32,000 before taxes, any fees, any of that stuff. Well, hey, that's $4,000 less. But when we actually get in there and fill out the paperwork and see all the fees and stuff, it may come out to 38,000 as an example. I'm just pulling numbers, round numbers here. So you want to go with the lowest out the door price, without any fees, in my opinion. That's what I recommend. You should not be paying hidden fees at all. The second thing is that, let's say, or actually this is the third thing. I'm not keeping count apparently, but the third thing that you want to do, let's say, and I've run into this situation a couple of times. Let's say prices are the same. We can, a dealer says they'll price match us, or vice versa. Or if we're trying to price match, I guess is what I'm saying. We need to be able to see that deal sheet, see exactly what you're paying, so we can, if you tell us that you want us to price match 32,000 out the door, I need to be able to see that they're actually, going to sell it to you for that, before I can price match it, because I have to see what I'm working with, is to know exactly what camper it is, what they're doing, and all that good stuff. And I'll use this example. I had a customer, this has been a few weeks ago. I won't name names because I don't work that way, but they were going to price, they wanted us to price match on one of our little Sunrays. And the price on their website was, I think it was like $11,000, and ours was $12,300. But ours had an extra $1,300 in options, and I can't, we can't reasonably do that and price match that when they're not the same trailer, and this really, really works well when we're talking, a Coachman Spirit 2252 versus another Coachman Spirit. It makes it very difficult when you're wanting us to price match a Coachman Northern Spirit to a Passport. They're not the same thing, if you see where I'm going there. So I hope that helps on how to get the best deal. So to recap, you want to make sure that you are comparing apples to apples. Take pictures of your MSRP sheets. Get ones from the other dealers you're looking at to make sure you're getting exactly what you think you're getting, because there's 10 ways to build a Coachman Spirit 2252, as in the example I keep using. You want to make sure that you see exactly what you're paying. If they are just giving you payments, ask to see the final number, because that's a whole nother thing that, well, I'm getting sidetracked here again. But there's some dealers, they'll just show you the payment. They won't actually show you what you're paying, which is, if it were me, I'd want to see the exact dollars and cents for what I'm paying and how they get to that. But you want to make sure that, this dealer that you're going to spend your hard-earned money on, this is like buying a house. These things are not cheap anymore. I will fully acknowledge that. But if it were me, I'd want to see exactly what I'm paying and how it's broken down. And it's very important. I think everybody should definitely do that. And then the third thing is, if you want a dealer to price match, we have to be able to see what we're working against. So always get deal sheets. And, don't be afraid to show the dealer exactly what you're paying, especially if you want us to price match. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Our phone number is 806-335-2336. You can also email any questions to me. Our email at the store is contact, that's CONTACT, at custom, CUSTOM-RV.com. And you can always leave those down in the comment section down below as well, and I always try to respond to those as quickly as I can. You can also call or text me at my cell number with any questions that you have. My cell phone number directly is 382 oh my gosh, I did that. 382-6274. I'm still thinking the company phone number, apparently. That's, had a little squirrel moment there, I guess. But feel free to call or text me with any questions about any of this. I'm more than happy to answer it, or if you want me to look over your deal sheet. I've done that for several people over the years. So if you do me a favor, hit that like button for me down below. I would greatly appreciate it. And please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell down below as well. That'll help you stay up to date with all these latest tips and tricks videos that we have coming out for you. And remember, at Custom RV, we don't do any hidden dealer fees. And we know RVs are made for women, so men can go camping. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this tips and tricks video. We hope you enjoy. We hope to hear from you or see you out on our lot very soon. And have a wonderful rest of your day.